The disciples of Jesus were heartbroken when he died, and they were bewildered when he rose from the dead. Jesus had to tell them afterward that it was all foretold in the Old Testament. Then he said to them, "O foolish ones, and slow of heart to believe in all that the prophets have spoken. Ought not the Christ to have suffered these things, and to enter into his glory?" And beginning at Moses and all the prophets, he expounded to them in all the Scriptures the things concerning himself. Start with his sufferings, and let's go to the Old Testament prophet Isaiah. "I gave my back to those who struck me, and my cheeks to those who plucked out the beard. I did not hide my face from shame and spitting." Now Jesus. Then they spat in his face and beat him, and others struck him with the palms of their hands, saying, "Prophesy to us, Christ. Who is the one who struck you?" He was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He was led as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before its shearers is silent, so he opened not his mouth. Jesus. And the high priest arose and said to him, "Do you answer nothing? What is it these men testify against you?" But Jesus kept silent. And again, then Pilate said to him, "Do you not hear how many things they testify against you?" But he answered him not a word, so that the governor marveled greatly. Back to Isaiah. He poured out his soul unto death, and he was numbered with the transgressors. Forward to Jesus. There were also two others, criminals, led with him to be put to death. And when they had come to the place called Calvary, there they crucified him and the criminals, one on the right hand and the other on the left. The Roman executioners didn't care what Isaiah said. They just did their gruesome job of crucifying Jesus and the criminals, and they fulfilled Isaiah's prophecy in the process. The prophet Zechariah. They will look on me whom they pierced. Yes, they will mourn for him as one mourns for his only son, and grieve for him as one grieves for a firstborn. And at the cross, one of the soldiers pierced his side with a spear, and immediately blood and water came out. And again another scripture says, "They shall look on him whom they pierced." The Roman soldier could not have known that he was also fulfilling an Old Testament prophecy. He just did it, and God was bringing salvation out of it. Christ suffered and entered into his glory. Isaiah again. When you make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand. Coming to the New Testament. This man, after he had offered one sacrifice for sins forever, sat down at the right hand of God, from that time waiting till his enemies are made his footstool. And again, God raised him up from the dead and gave him glory, that your faith and hope might be in God. Jesus could easily have taken his disciples to other prophets as well. There's a lot to read about Christ in the Old Testament prophets, with more to come. The prophets are wonderfully fulfilled in Jesus. It gives us confidence, and like the early disciples, we put our faith and hope in God as well.